What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Lyndon Britt from SuccessWithLyndon.com, also the founder of Home Run Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. And today on Tips of Two, we're going to be talking about a nice little topic of, are you listening to Broke You? Are you listening to Broke You? All right, so before we get to rocking and rolling, I want to tell you all that happened to see that webinar, that free webinar I invited y'all to last night. I hope you got to see it because there's some great things coming down the funnel very soon that will be expressed here. Appreciate everyone hopping in here, whether you're watching it live or if you're watching the recording. Let me know where you're viewing from. I'm myself here coming from the cold, chilly little Dallas, Texas, and about to bring you some great information, about to share some great things with you. But as we get ready to get into things, I really want you to get into the perspective, get into the mindset right now of, does this question apply to me? Which a lot of times, in most cases, it does. I hope this message resonates with you very well and it gets you moving toward the direction that you want to get whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life. What I absolutely love to do is show employees and show people, period, how they can still work a full-time job and make a second income from their household on a part-time basis. I absolutely love doing that, as well as developing the mindset to let you know that you can achieve anything that you're working toward. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. Then we're going to hop right into the content. But first off, I won't even go so far back as everything. I was introduced to network marketing a couple of years after having an accident with a car that I put a lot of money into and lost everything. I lost everything. I was introduced to network marketing, and I figured I love the concept of being able to work for myself, be my own boss, not have to worry about anything. And I ended up getting into marketing, and it didn't work out like I planned for the first several years. So what happened, I ended up jumping from company to company looking for the solution to figure out how I can make this dream come true, how I can make things happen that I wanted to. And I was introduced a few years ago to a concept called attraction marketing, which has helped me begin to get better results in my business, in my life as well, because of personal development, the things that it's taught me. And this is what I want to share. A lot of the mindset stuff that I want to share is be able to help you get out of that stinking thinking so you can achieve the things that you want to in life. So this is where the content is going to begin. We're going to get to talk about the topic and the subject and stuff like that. And we're going to go right into it. So let me ask you a question. Are you listening to Broke You? Now, when I say broke you, I'm not referring to friends. I'm not referring to the people around you. I'm literally referring to you. Are you listening to Broke You? As a human race, we are defined, we are designed to be defensive. We're designed to be in defense mode, okay? And I'm going to prove that to you in just a minute. All right, we are naturally creatures of protection. And what I mean, the first thing we do, our first instinct is to protect ourselves, protect our emotions, whatever it may be. Our first instinct is to protect. And I give you an example. How many times have you gone somewhere and you may have been somewhere not paying any attention to anything around you, but all of a sudden you heard this loud sound, a boom or whatever it may be. And as soon as you heard it, you immediately go into protect mode. You try to figure out what happened. You don't know what happened. You want to know what happened, but your first instinct is to figure out which is the direction that I don't need to go. That's a protective instinct, okay? That's an instinct that keeps you alive. It puts you in a defense mode and protection mode so you protect yourself. How many times have you been in a relationship and you think about something that happened to you from the past and you start to see something happen and it's immediately you begin to draw back because of something that might happen in the past to protect your own emotions. You don't want that heartache. You don't want that pain. You don't want that hurt. And that might not have been the intention of whatever happened with the person that's pursuing you now, whatever's going on, but you're automatically in defense mode because you don't want to be hurt again. Once again, see, we are naturally creatures of protection and defense instinct. So when it comes to anything that is of discomfort, we're automatically telling ourselves, no, stay away, protect yourself, don't do it. This is why a lot of people have a problem with getting things done that they know they need to do. This is why the to-do list is so long, because a lot of those to-do lists become uncomfortable. They come at inopportune times that you just really don't feel like doing it, or it's something that you know you need to do that you just can't bring yourself to do. A lot of times the things that we know we need to do, but you can't. And if you were to ask somebody, why is it that you're not doing it? A lot of times they can't answer it because your body's still in defense mode. It's not used to being uncomfortable. So if you have an opportunity, if you had a business, if you've got anything that you're trying to pursue, fitness, once again, going into defense mode, you're protecting yourself. This even applies to pain. I mean, how many of y'all know, how many of y'all would be very uneased about holding a nail while somebody else had the hammer? You're not thinking like, okay, this person, I know they're great with hammers. They may have been doing this for 20 or 30 years, but I just don't feel comfortable holding this nail in the right place, and this hammer's coming right in my finger. That was one of the things I actually told my wife. It was a card that we gave when we first got together. I say, love is being willing to hold the nail so you can hammer it in. That's some trust right there. All right. So how many times, once again, have you been in the position where you know you need to do something and it's of discomfort for whatever it is that you need to do, and your mind is telling you, no, don't do that. Stop, don't do that. For instance, I talk to a lot of marketers nowadays, and I talk to them about different ways of growing the business. And because it's not of the natural way of going out and posting stuff on Facebook or plastering ads all over the wall, and there are different ways to meet people, because it's not at a company, you actually have to talk to people and develop a relationship to be able to grow your business. That's not something that a lot of people are used to now. They're so used to the easy, let me post this up, and a lot of people do this. It becomes a discomfort, so they draw back. They say, this isn't for me. How many of y'all have ever experienced that? Okay. So how many of y'all have ever experienced that, where you just really having problems following through what you do? It's because you may be listening to the broke you. How many of y'all have something that you know you need to do? A great idea, a great invention. I know a couple of people that have some great inventions in mind right now. And I'm like, dude, you need to do something with this idea. And I'm doing something to work with mine. I have a lot on the list that I'm clearing out, and that's definitely one of the things that I'm working towards as well right now at this very minute. I'm like, look, you need to do something with this right now. But it's so much of a discomfort for people. They just like, I don't know. I don't know where to start. Guess what? They got Google, they got YouTube, you've got Chrome, Google Chrome, whatever. Search and find out what your next step is to be able to make that thing happen. You've got a business opportunity. Perhaps you're in business already. You already have your own business and you're looking for different strategies. The funny thing that I notice is that a lot of people are looking for different ways to grow their business. And then when someone gives them an idea, they say, no, I don't want to do that. If you're really looking for ways to grow your business, you should be open to any idea that's going to help you. But regardless of the discomfort, starting a business itself is uncomfortable. Okay, that was the dreams and hopes in you to say, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and invest my money and I'm going to start my business, whether with a marketing company, if you're starting a storefront, anything. But guess what? When you get out there, you got to learn how to do. You got to learn how to communicate and talk to people, which is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. But understand this. If you want your business to grow or flourish, what do you have to do? You have to learn how to become uncomfortable to one day become comfortable. Something I learned from a great mentor of mine a long time ago named Kelvin Collins. You got to learn to be uncomfortable to one day become comfortable. The broke you will automatically tell you, this was a problem that I had. A broke you will tell you not to do everything that you need to do to become successful. I know I need to read this book. I know I need to go through and get some personal development stuff and get some personal development time in right now. And what happens? They go to start reading the book, and all of a sudden, oh, my favorite TV show's on TV right now. I can come back to this book later. Close the book, and guess what? They're gone to television. That broke you is keeping you in. That broke you is protecting you and keep you in safe mode. Okay? They keep you in that what they call the comfort zone. Because you're so comfortable. That comfortable way of living is what you're kind of used to, what you've adjusted to. And anything outside of that comfort zone is discomfort. Discomfort is uncomfortable. Okay? So if you got to, I don't care what it is. Say perhaps you already are getting leads for your business. You got people that's reaching out that's asking you, hey, what is this? What is this that you're doing? I like this song. I saw you post about this. And as soon as you get ready to pick up the phone to be able to respond, it's just like, I don't know what to say to them. Hey, go to this link, and you just send them a link rather than taking the time to talk to them to find out what it is that they're looking for, what it is that they're trying to accomplish, and how you can serve them and how you can help them. Perhaps this might not even be a great fit for you, but I may know something better. Once again, I've talked to you on a previous live about that. If you're able to provide value, even if it's directing it away from you, you become a great resource for people to come back to. So what happens is, I'm not interested in what you have right now, but I'm glad you showed me to this. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Do you know anything more about people becoming to you as a resource? But a lot of people are so uncomfortable with actually taking the time to talk, hold a conversation, and converse with people. It's very difficult for you to grow your business. Understand this. There's discomfort in achieving success of any sort. There's discomfort in achieving success of any sort. If you're trying to become a professional athlete, guess what? It's a lot of pain in working out. It's a lot of pain in running until your legs hurt. It's a lot of pain in lifting weights until your arms feel like they're about to fall out. It's a lot of pain in going out and practice until your entire body is sore. It's a lot of pain having to do that 3 or 4 days out of a week. I went for professional baseball. I looked at a lot of people. We practiced 5 days a week for no less than about 6 to 8 hours a day. 6 to 8 hours a day of practice. Still had games 2 or 3 times a week. So you still got practice on the days we had games. You talk about where you're at. And I play baseball. So this is the middle of the summer where it's triple digit weather. Understand, if you want to become a professional athlete, there was a lot of discomfort in that. But understand, a lot of people that said, you know what, this is what I want. This is the life that I want to have. I've got to become used to being uncomfortable. I've got to get used to the discomfort so one day I can grace the field of a Major League Baseball field, or perhaps a NFL football field, or perhaps an NBA basketball court. I used to be a coach. I understand that it was hell telling my kids, and all the time I heard it, the whole practice. I heard it. I told them it was heck for them doing suicide so much, until I got them to understand, like, check this out. The entire game is a game of suicides. And they looked at me like, what? So suicides, there's another name for some people. Like, what is suicide? Suicide horses, where you run to the free throw line, you back to the baseline, half court baseline, the opposite free throw baseline, then full court from baseline to baseline. That's what we call suicides of horses. And I used to hear this all the time. And I tell them, I say, guess what? You know, the entire game of basketball is nothing but suicides. And they all looked at me sideways. And I say, guess what? What happens? You shoot the ball. You run down court. The ball is stolen. What do? You run back down court. What happens? Shoot the ball again, or the ball comes off a rebound. You run down court. Miss shot off the rim. You get in. You throwing down. It's a fast break back down court. You got free throws. You standing right there off the rim. You get the rebound. You taking off, and you going back and forth the entire game. When I got them to understand the entire game, see, it's discomfort when you're not thinking about the end result of what you're working on. That's the key. It's very uncomfortable when you're not focused on the end result. So as I explained to them that what suicides, the game of basketball is the entire game of running suicides, they all shut up. I'm going to be honest. They all was like, I never thought of it that way. Exactly. Start thinking about the end result. If you get used to doing this right here, when you get into basketball and you got even more adrenaline because you got a competitor in front of you, it becomes that much easier to make that happen. Instead of focusing on, oh, now I got to run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's just an analogy with sports. If you got business and you know, guess what? I've got to learn how to perfect the art of becoming uncomfortable and picking up the phone and calling complete strangers because they said they were interested in something that they saw me post, or something that they saw me share, or a business card that they picked up that I happen to leave somewhere, or a flyer that they got. I've got to get comfortable with talking to complete strangers. Because guess what? You already know your family and friends is practice. You come to learn network marketing and marketing of business of any sort. A lot of times your family and friends are your practice to get you ready for the no's. Because a lot of times your family doesn't see you as that business person until you start seeing that income coming in, and all of a sudden they see you driving like, hey, what are you doing? You still doing that? Then they want to know more about it, but your family is practice. That's how I look at it. I know plenty of marketers that can say the same thing, to just say, you know what, I don't even consider my family. Some people don't even talk to their families anymore. But it becomes very, very uncomfortable doing a lot of things that we know we should do in order to move toward the things that we want to do in life. So, are you listening to Broke You? Is Broke You telling you don't pick up that phone? Is the Broke You telling you, hey, you don't need to practice. You're good enough to make it to the NBA. You're good enough to make it to the NFL. You're good enough to do this all on your own. You don't have to do this. Is that Broke You telling you, you know what? There's no need for you to put up that. There's no need for you to do a lead, follow up with a lead. There's no need for you to do a capture page. There's no need for you to do any of that. There's no need for you to start the business. There's no need for you to consider the business. I know this looks interesting, but understand, as interesting as this may be, you're going to have to put in some work. So you might not want to do that. Is that Broke You talking louder than your dream? Is the Broke You talking louder than your dream? You got to ask yourself. I really want you to think about this today. There's something that a lot of y'all may be thinking and considering doing in your life, and your mind is still in defense mode. It's keeping you in the comfort zone, in protect mode. Keeping you in that pump, say you don't want to get uncomfortable. Don't allow that discomfort in here. I'm not comfortable with you doing that, so don't do it. I'm telling you right now, you've got to learn how to shut that voice up and do the things that you know you need to do to become comfortable. Because right now, what's your comfort zone getting you? How's the comfort zone treating you right now? Are you willing to live for the rest of your life right now where you are? Do you not see yourself excelling anymore in your life? Is that Broke You talking so loud that's going to keep you where you are right now? It's time for you to make a decision. So check this out. I got a proposition for you. And no, this isn't a pitch to join my business. I got a proposition for you. If there's something in your life that you want to do, and there's something you've been considering for a while, something you want to start, whatever it may be, I want you to take the time, sit down, write down all the pros of what the benefits of what you would get from doing this, how this would change your life, how this would affect your life. Okay? I want you to sit down and really think about that. And then I want you to think about the cons of doing this. What can not doing this prevent you from? If you don't do this, how will not doing this affect your life? I want you to write down the cons, the pros and the cons, how this can change your life, and how not doing this will affect your life. If you don't do it, how would it affect your life? And look at that list. Begin to look at that list. If it's a business, if it's practice, whatever, say, I know if I begin to practice, or if I begin to put up more capture pages, if I know this one didn't work, if I begin to do more blogs, if I begin to do more videos, or if I be able to share my opportunity with more people, if I begin to follow up with people, I will get in front of more people. I can get more content. I have something to refer people to whenever they're looking at an opportunity. I have, whatever it may be, the cons. Guess what? I don't grow a business. I'm still at the job I'm at. There's nothing wrong with the job. Let me say that, because I still work as well. But I may not be able to get that extra income to be able to buy my wife that vacation or that ring, or get my children, take my children to Disney World, or do that exciting birthday, that a huge birthday bash for my daughter or my son when they turn 16. Or I won't have the income to be able to buy that car buy them their first car when they turn 18, when they get their driver's license, whatever it may be. Look at the pros and look at the cons, and I want you to go through and look at that list and find out. That needs to be that point where you make a decision to say, you know what? Even if they were even, I want you to look at the pros and the cons and say, you know what? I would rather have everything on this list. Most people would rather have all the stuff on that pros list compared to the things that they didn't want or didn't have on the cons list. So if you begin to focus on that, this will get you to beginning to moving towards your goals. Say, you know what, I've got to learn how to start doing these things to move me toward this pro side of this list. It's time for you to take action. If it's a business opportunity that you may be looking for and you need some leadership, you want some real leadership, somebody that's going to stick to you, hold your hand, and kind of help you, guide you as you get your beginning, as you get your feet wet, as you begin to get deeper into the water of entrepreneurship, and you say, look, I need some help. I don't know anything about this. This is the same thing I had to do. It's the same thing I learned. I learned quite a bit from some of my mentors, Matthew and Kimberly Eileen. And then now through their relationship, guess what? I've picked up and developed a lot of other, I gotten a lot of other mentors along the way to be even further to my entrepreneurship, becoming a better entrepreneur, a better business person toward the things that I'm doing. I can go on a list for days. Had a free webinar from 2 of them last night. Awesome webinar. Hope you didn't miss it. But like I said, there's more coming down the pipeline with that one. But make that list. And if you say, look, I want to start doing this thing, but I need some help, I need some guidance, reach out to me. You can send me an inbox. You can head over to successwithlinden.com. There's also a question box that says got questions. You can put in there and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Myself personally, I don't have an assistant that does this. I'll respond back to you. Find out if what I have can actually help you, or if not, how I can direct you to something or someone that can help you that's better suited for you. I love to be that resource to be like, hey, Linden, can you help me find? Linden, will you help me? Or Linden, can I work with you in order to get? How can I benefit? How can I change my life? I need you to help. I had to do it. I had to get out of my comfort zone and do the same thing. And how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your life and move it toward that pros list? All right. So hope you got some great value from it. Like I said, if you love the work from you want to begin moving forward in your life, hit me up. Let me know. And we can begin working. We can just have a consultation, a free consultation. We could begin talking and find out if we're a good fit to actually talk to each other. If we're a good fit to actually work with each other. I hope you all got some great value. What's going on, Mr. Mike? I appreciate you hopping in here. Hope you all got some great value from today. But once again, question is, are you listening to Broke You? Is Broke You keeping you in the same place you were, the same place that you were 7 years ago? It broke you keeping you the same 7 years ago. All right, so y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. If you got some great value, make sure you like, comment, share this thing out. If you got some, only if you got value. Only share this thing out if you got value. Appreciate the share, Mr. Green. But you can find more videos over at facebook.com/LindenBritt2. Upload several more up to the Facebook as well. I mean, up to the YouTube as well. And you can always find me and meet me over at successwithlinden.com. All right. Updating the blog daily. Matter of fact, I'm about to add a tab that has free ebooks. So if you're looking for different ways to grow your Facebook, I've got some things, some social media no-nos that can help you. I'm actually in the process of creating that. See a lot of people doing that. I was like, I want to put this in front of folks to be able to help them figure out what I could begin doing on social media that's not going to repel people, but yet attract. So I'm doing that one. And I got a couple other ebooks that's going to be coming up the loophole that you'll have access to for free at successwithlinden.com very shortly. All right, so I hope you got some great value from today. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I look forward to communicating and talk with each and every last one of you soon, whether you're watching it live or you watching the recording. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later.